Hi, this is Teach to Learn Publishing, and I'm going to show you how we made our classroom trailer, movie trailer with iMovie 11. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on New Project, and these are where my options come up for movie trailers. For this instance, I'm going to click on Surfer Kid because that's what we used. It's an epic drama. And it has three portions: outline, storyboard, and shot list. The outline, this is where all the text comes in. The storyboard, it combines the outline and the graphics that are going to be used, or the movie clips. In this instant, we aren't going to use movie clips. We are going to use photos. So it's a little bit different of how we use this. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the title. Now, if you notice in the right-hand corner, the text changed to caps. That's what happens in this particular template. So you don't have to worry about capitalizing everything. And for the release date, I'm going to write the last words I want everyone to see. And the hero's name, that's the casting role of the person that's in this trailer. I'm going to change that there. Don't worry about that too much because we're going to go ahead and convert it and really make some changes. Now we're going to go over to storyboard, and just to save some time, I'm going to show you how to add text here as well. And again, I'm just going line by line and changing the text. Okay, I went ahead and added most of my text. I'm just going to scroll down to continue to add. Now here, if you noticed, I have a spelling error, but I'm going to fix that when we convert it. And all of these pictures represent the clips that you're going to add. But we're not going to add clips again. I said we're going to add photos. And you'll see 2.7s. That stands for, the S stands for seconds. So that's how long the movie clip will play, or the photo that you place in there, how long it will be shown. And the movement, the wide action medium, it just explains how it will be viewed. You notice how there's movement? And you'll see that when we convert it. Now if we go down here, you notice this is the title and this is the release date. They automatically appeared because I added them in the outline right here. So now that we're done with this portion, we're going to go ahead and convert it. Now what we could do is, you can see that there's movie clips right here. What we could do is we could go ahead and go and import. The problem is, if we import, these are my tutorials, it only allows movie clips to be imported, so we really can't do this portion here. So now let's go ahead and convert the project. Now our project has been converted, and as you can see, all our text is there. But we can still make changes to our text, and we can make it in two different places. Now here we have bear, the error that I talked about earlier. Now I just clicked on it, and I'm going to go over to the right-hand corner, and I'm going to change that. Now I've just corrected it. Now we're going to add our photos. Now I've numbered all the photos so I know exactly where to add them and how many they are. So the first thing that we want to do is grab our first photo, and you'll see the plus sign, and that's an indicator where you can drop something in. I only want to drop it in the areas that have placement holders. So I'm going to place the line right before it, not after it, or not before it, just right where it starts, and just drop it in. And when I do that, I want to click on Replace. I don't want to click on Insert because it will create another clip, and I really don't want to do that at this point. So I'm going to replace it. And I'm going to go down the line and continue to do that with all the photos. Now, if you look over to your right, you'll see a check mark. This is an indicator that you've placed a photo in your movie. So let me go ahead and add those photos. Okay, I've added all my photos, but there's one photo that I'd like to add, and this is where I would need to insert it because there's not a space for it. So I'm going to drag my last photo, and I'm going to go ahead and add it. I'll go ahead and add it right here. Now notice I'm going to drop it. It's placed right before a clip, but this time I'm going to insert it. So all my other clips are still there, and now this one's been added. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to alter the length of the clip. Now an easy way to do this is applies to all stills. This will take every single photo that I have that's placed and increase the length. Because I think the photos are so haunting, they should be shown for a lot longer than what they are. So I just increased the length of each of the photos. Now what I'm going to do is there's some white portions. I'd like to change that because it's a dark theme, and I really don't want the light there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, and my eye inspector is right here, and I'm going to change the background. So I'm just going to click on the white and black. And I'm just going to go through. Now that my inspector's already opened, it's a lot easier to do. And there's just one more to do. Okay, the very last thing that I need to do is I need to add my music. Now just a quick note, I've imported these all into my iPhoto. This is really easy to do, and I'll show this how to do this in another tutorial. But for right now, we're just going to leave that. Now here we can add our music. Now the music is taken from anything that's in iTunes. So I just did a search, found the music, and now it's ready to go. I'm going to click on the music and just drag it over. Okay, I have to undo this because I placed it over the voiceover. Anything that's in green would be considered voiceover. Anything that's in purple would be the soundtrack. And just to be certain, I'm going to place it over here. And it's a bit tricky, so we're going to try this again. Okay, now we have it, but now you can see that it's taken over the entire movie clip, and we don't want that to happen because we have down here, we have a voiceover, which is the music that plays for the intro. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on it, and you'll see it's yellow. And again, this is somewhat difficult to do a little bit. It just takes a little practice. So I'm going to drag it, and as soon as I see that hand, I know I can start moving it. So now it's changing to purple, and it's becoming the soundtrack. Now I have it where I want it, and I'm going to let go. Now my iMovie trailer is complete. So we're going to just go ahead and hit play, see how it does. And there you have it. That's how you make an iMovie trailer for the classroom. Thanks for watching, and tune in for more tutorials.